Okay, and we are rolling. We have the audios, and we're good to go.
Hey everyone, it's Thomas here, and we just hit 50,000 subscribers, which is absolutely nuts.
Crazy.
We're elated. We love doing this stuff for you guys. It's so much fun for us, and without you subscribers enjoying our channel along with us, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So Brian said he had a surprise for me, something fun and exciting for a little video. I don't really know what's happening, but Brian, what are we doing today?
Okay, so I figured for our 50K milestone, it would be kind of fun to bring all of you into these videos with us. So I put out a call on our community tab saying, hey guys, submit images or videos of your aquariums, fish, pets, like dogs, cats, whatever. Submit those photos to us. And for our 50K celebration video, maybe I could get the aquatics expert Thomas to sit down, check out all your aquariums and your fish and your pets, and give his thoughts on it, give some feedback if he wants to. I thought that could be really fun.
That explains the list of images and stuff I see in front of me.
Yeah. So
okay, that sounds like fun.
I think it'll be cool. So,
that's really cool. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go through one by one. You can kind of say your piece, give your 2 cents, and then we'll move on to the next one.
Okay, cool.
Should we just jump into it? Or?
Yeah, sweet. Let's do this.
Cool. The first one is from Abdul Gafoor, and he didn't really give much of a description. Some people just sent their stuff, but what do you think?
Nice. Okay, this is pretty cool. So what I'm seeing here, I think some artificial plants and then some live plants up top, probably maybe like a pothos or something, in a couple of baskets. Really neat way to do it. I've always been a fan of growing plants also outside of the tank. I think that's really cool. It's also a great way to do nutrient export and keep live plants with the tank without worrying about submerged CO2. So that's a really cool idea. I also think it's a really interesting way to filter the tank, because it looks like we've got an internal filter in the corner hiding behind a plant. You can't see it very well dead on, which is cool because I think internal filters can be clunky, but that's kind of well hidden. And
that's kind of what you like, right? You like to hide your stuff so it just looks...
Yeah. Black background. No. This is like a good placement of stuff. I don't think I see an aquarium heater, maybe. I don't know if I see one. This is a really cool community tank, and I love the use of plants outside of the water. That's really cool.
Pretty nifty.
Solid. Good work.
Moving on to Bodhi Keaton.
Okay. So I've mentioned in the past that I've done like themed tanks and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. This is really cute. This is a really cool beta tank.
And I think you mentioned he's fairly new to the whole aquarium hobby. I think this is one of his first goes, if I remember correctly.
You know what? I think if this is one of the first tanks, I think this is a really cool little... And that's the thing. I think some of the coolest themed tanks that I've seen have been done by people who are just getting into the hobby because they want to experiment and play with the tank. Whereas the longer you're in the hobby, I feel like the more people tend to go towards doing like as natural as possible.
Yeah.
So this is really cool. This is clearly a space themed tank. The background is really neat. I don't even know. Maybe that's custom. I don't think I've seen that before. I love the alien skull. I love the
TARDIS.
The TARDIS.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
It's a nice touch.
Yeah, there's a down spaceship, Area 51 restricted access.
There's
a Lego man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's amazing.
Really cool.
That's a little beta paradise. They even got some Marimo moss balls in there. Looks like some other live plants as well. So hey, who says you can't mix plants with ornaments? Like, honestly, that's a little slice of beta heaven. I love the cory cats in there too, because the beta won't usually care about cory cats in the tank. And even the clawed frog's a cool little addition. I mean, they're a little bit different to take care of than fish, but if you know what you're doing, they're a really cool inhabitant to have along with your fish, because they can basically live completely aquatically and not need to come out of the water. So again, that's a really cool tank.
Yeah,
that put a smile on my face for sure.
Nice. All right, move on to Camille Jolette.
Nice. Oh.
Now, though, she actually sent a little bit of an explanation.
Okay. I'll hear it.
So she says 60 gal low tech with crypts in the front, Java fern on the driftwood, and Amazon swords in the back, using fluorite for the rooted plants and white sand in the middle for decoration. Had the tank for 7 months.
It looks great. This is actually a really good example of a low tech tank and how successful you can be with even just really basic stuff. I'm not going to lie. The Seachem substrate, really good option for a low-tech tank. It sounds like something I might do. I think the layout follows the rule of thirds pretty well, or the golden rule, one or the other. It's really well balanced, and it keeps bringing your eye back into the tank, which makes the tank feel bigger, which is great. That's how you want to aquascape. And I'm going to do an episode on aquascaping, and this is just a great example of one of the things that you try to achieve. So I love the layout. The angels look great. I love that there are guppies in there too. They're such an easy, fun, cool fish. And then the cardinal tetras. I think they're cardinals. They look like cardinals to me, not neons. They're all schooling together, which is awesome. It's usually what you want. I'm not going to lie. I think one of my favorite things, though, is the Stargate.
Yes.
You might not know this about Brian or myself, but we're kind of... We're nerds. But no, that's really cool. I will say one thing. I don't usually put... And this is just me. I think it actually works really well in this situation, but I don't usually put like colored backgrounds or photographic backgrounds on planted tanks like this. Only because I find it becomes visually distracting from what's happening in the foreground. Like if you had a flat blue or flat black or even just like a frosted background on this tank, I think, again, just my opinion, the foreground and everything will really, really pop. Like at that point, visually, what's going to stand out the most and the textures specifically are the driftwood, the rock, the plants. Like that stuff really pops out photographically anyways when you have a flat background. Obviously, when you're standing in front of a tank like this, because you also have depth perception, those things are going to pop out anyways. But personally, I usually go flat background. If you haven't tried it, give it a shot. You might actually like it better. But if you like the background that's on there, I think it still works really well. It's a really nicely done low-tech planted tank.
Yeah. All right, next up, Chris and Ollie. Their current planted tank before they upgrade to a 5-footer.
You know what? I like it. A little busy, but I think it works really well. This has got that kind of really cool, almost like pond type theme to it. The background in this case, I think, works extremely well with what's happening in the tank because it's mostly plants in this tank. Actually, really, that's a cool ornament.
Yeah.
I think that actually works really well in this situation too. The gravel you have looks like a plant-specific gravel. It's hard for me to tell because these are photos, but overall, looks like you're getting pretty good growth. A little bit on the leggy side, which might be just the color temperature of the lighting. It looks to be a bit pink, which I don't know if the planted lighting episode will have come out by the time this comes out.
No, I think this will come out first before that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I will be mentioning is that the redder the light is, the more extended or outward growth you're going to get with plants. Whereas if you use a bluer light or something that has some blues in it, you're going to get more robust, thicker, wider growth instead of like outward stretching growth. So depending on what you're aiming for, you can manipulate your plants a little bit like that. I think they look really, really healthy though. I mean, like the Amazon sword leaves completely free from algae, which by the way, is really good. That's something that's hard to achieve. So that's super impressive. I don't see any algae on any of the leaves. Again, photos, so can't really tell, but honestly, I think it looks really decent. Like really, really decent. Like those plants are healthy. I'm digging.
Nice.
I'm digging it.
Good job, Chris and Ollie.
Yeah, seriously.
Cool. Moving on to Chris Keith. Now this is a before.
Wow, yeah, I was just about to say. Nice. Really cool kind of Amazon sword themed tank from what I can see. That looks like Amazon swords. I also see some Java, Fern, some Anubias in there, and some Vals. Now, for a low-tech planted tank, phenomenal tank. Like this is, I don't know what the distance and time is between those two shots, but that is a pretty good example of what you can expect with low-tech plants when you set up the tank properly for them. They do well.
They just thrive.
Yes. They may not grow as rapidly as a high-tech tank and like stem plants or something like that, but that's a great example of when you keep plants happy, what will basically come out of it. And I think that's a pretty good representation of what you're going to see if you look at like a river, like a slow riverbed or a lake bed or something, you get, you know, this lush plant growth, different levels. I love that we've got some swords right up front and then some stuff in the back. It goes against the grain with what a lot of aquascapers will do. However, what I like about it is it kind of feels like you're sitting on the bottom of that water body, just staring through the plants, which I think is really cool. So very cool piece of driftwood in there too. So I think that's excellent. That's a really nice tank. Again, it looks like a soil or plant-based substrate, which is definitely helping the plants. And a good selection of fish too. That's really cool. Good job. Man, these people are like, you guys are awesome. Like, it makes me excited to see these kinds of things.
Yeah.
I am really impressed.
No, these are really, really cool aquariums. All right, let's move on to Cole Presley, his little pet turtle.
Okay. Cute turtle. Red ear slider, it looks like. Gonna get big, but darn cute.
How big do they get?
Honestly, it like depends. I'm gonna say probably the better part of 10 inches across the shell. Like, big. Dinner plate.
Yeah. Now, I see there's no substrate. Is that normal? Is that good, bad?
You know what? At this size, if you have regular pea gravel in there, it's not really going to hurt because it's going to be too big for that turtle to swallow. But a lot of people go bare bottom for turtles because turtles sometimes have a bad habit of picking up pebbles and swallowing them, which can cause impaction. It's not great. So going with river rocks, like something there's no way they can get in their mouth, or bare bottom will help with that. The other school of thought with bare bottom tanks for turtles is that you can see the waste, you can suck it out a lot easier. It's not going to build up out of sight and out of mind, and then you get really skunky water. Although turtles can really deal with foul water better than fish, you don't want it to happen because it's just going to cause algae and smell, and it can cause skin conditions in turtles if they're left too long like that.
Right.
But yeah, I think bare bottom tanks definitely a good way to go if you're keeping an aquatic turtle for maintenance purposes more than anything else. The river stones in there obviously always going to be too big, and you could technically cover the whole bottom of that.
Right. Super cute though, huh?
Super cute. I love the blue plant just as like an accent.
Yeah.
From the turtle, and I love that he's got his little reflection. Like, it looks like I'm looking at technically 4 turtles. I can see his little face in the corner there too.
Yeah.
It's like a little turtle menagerie.
Super cool.
Okay.
Cole Presley, any relation? No, maybe. Let us know.
Guys, thank you so much for all of these submissions. We actually have a whole bunch more, but only so much time per video to shoot them.
We have too much for one video. It's overflowing with people submitting their content.
But the good news is we're just going to have to do another part.
Part 2, maybe even part 3.
Yeah. So thanks again. This has been an honest blast for me. I absolutely love this. This has been a great surprise. So we're gonna keep doing this.
Yeah, we're gonna have a couple more parts of this. If you haven't seen your submission yet, trust us, you will. Just keep your eyes peeled for the next one. It'll be out very, very soon. And if you haven't submitted already, you still can. We can feature your stuff in an upcoming React video. You never know.
Yeah, we're gonna do more.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna have to do more of these.
Yeah. So thank you so much, guys. Big 50K celebration, all because of you guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next reaction video.
Yeah, where we get to keep on tanking with your aquariums, not mine, which is awesome.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you. Sound check, checking the sound. Everybody is doing the thing.
All right, cool. Let me just check one thing very fast. This will obviously be edited out.
If our channel helps inspire them to create this kind of stuff, like...
And from what I hear,
it's going to make me all emotional.
Yeah. Get me a little bit clamped.
No, yeah, honestly, I love it.